Video will address how to ship a sales order. From the previous videos, if you remember, if we open up projects, we'll see that we've attached certain sales orders to a project. So in this case, we have sales order 10, sales order 9. This one has been closed. Sales order 9 is open. If we right click, edit sales order, we can get in and maintain it. From here, we have a couple options. We can actually issue stock to the sales order right from here, which will allow the shipping process to begin, or we will issue stock using another screen. So for the example we're going to issue stock using another screen and another option, but this option does exist. We'll close that, we're going to close that, and exit out of projects. From this screen, notice I got to it from the sales desktop icon, I can click issue to shipping. I can then bring up and search for the sales order, or if I knew the sales order number 9, I would click it and it would bring up the lines available. I would highlight and issue stock to that, and a screen would appear, and I would say I'm going to ship one of these items, issue. Then I would click the next one, or I would ship this as is, click the ship, and I'm going to ship 45 of these at 1 hour. So it's 45 hours issued to that. And then I click ship. Then a following screen brings up. If I have the authorization and security, I can click approve for billing, click create, print the invoice, and print a packing slip if I choose to. Well, we'll go ahead and do all these three, but these can be set up for security so that certain people cannot do these, and we can do them in different steps. We'll go ahead and click ship. The screen would come up, we would add it, and we would print it. And up prints the packing list. And that would be the packing list. Up pops the invoice print. I could post after printing, but sometimes I like to print it first and then we'll post it later. I would click print, go through my steps to print it, save it to a PDF so that I can email it. And there's the invoice. Simple version here. And then it is done. Notice I could have used this screen if I'd issued shipping but didn't print anything, and then this would have appeared for the order number 9, which in this case has nothing to ship because I already shipped it, which is another option if I hadn't collected. Now if I go down here to select for billing, it would have appeared in this option if I had just shipped it and selected for billing but not printed the invoice, which has been a security setting. And here the create invoice screen would have appeared if I had not created the invoice. I could have then created it and printed it from here. So the last thing I need to do is post the invoice from down here. Because I chose not to post it, I could still actually edit this invoice and then reprint it if I need to. So I could edit from here, it would bring up this. I could then make some changes to it if I didn't like it after I looked at it. I could then click save, and then from here right click print or post. Once I post it, it gives me a choice to post by invoice date or a different date. I click OK. Invoice has been posted. Now if I go back to the project screen and list the project that it was associated with, I can then see that for sales order 9, that has been closed. That's still open because I only shipped a certain amount of them. I'm going to take a look at the invoices here. So in other words, see I shipped one of these and 45 of these, and another invoice in there. So there's been invoices 14, 15, and 16 on that, and there's still sales orders open for 9 and 10. And then if I wanted to ship the remaining balance, I would just go back to issue to shipping, put in the order number. I would then I could issue line, that's the remaining balance of that to be issued to that. I could click then ship. Now let's take off the create the print invoice and the packing slip and just approve it. Then I ship it and then I close it. Now to finish the process, I could then go to select for billing, and notice this now has an option here. I could right click and approve this invoice. It would bring it up, save it, create the invoice. I could then highlight the line that I want it, create the invoice, I could then go back to post. And notice it says it's not been printed. I would then right click, print. Same screen comes up. This time I'm going to choose posting. Click print. Highlight, and up comes the invoice. Then one final step, if we go back to the project, notice I have another invoice for 35 hours that's been posted to that. That's the basic on how to ship an order attached to a project, or just how to ship an order.